So hello, my name is Eugene Greco, here in Spain, Eugenio Greco, and we are excited about what God has been doing in this community of Alaurín de la Torre, on the outskirts of Malaga. This is a community that in Europe, they say it's been the fastest growing community in recent years in all of Europe, but it lacked an evangelical church. And so we moved into this community not knowing anybody a year and a half ago, as did Steve and Reed about 2 years ago. And so the summer before last, they began a meeting of just some foreigners together, worshiping the Lord, kind of a time of refreshing worship together, prayer, and the Lord just was blessing in a very special way. And they said, let's just keep meeting on a Sunday evening, and my wife and I became part of that. We led some of the worship, and we were joined with this group, and we also were part of a Spanish church that we planted ourselves in Malaga that had some people that lived in this community. We began to pray in their home each week. So here we are with a bunch of Spaniards praying in their home each week, and then we're with a bunch of foreigners in this community who are hungry for God. And both of these groups seem to have a life of their own, and God is blowing on these things. And here we are with one foot in each, and one until the Lord shows us these are going to come together and become a real church planted in this community. And we said, Lord, could this be a church actually under the blessing of another Spanish church where we have made ourselves a part of? And little by little, as we share this with the pastor of that church, he's a very open, humble leader, Spaniard, of long standing at a church that's quite stable, one of the more stable evangelical churches in the city. He began to say, hey, let's take steps of faith together, and we want to bless this. And so make a long story short, these groups merged, and our services are bilingual. Everything we do is in 2 languages. We're worshiping in 2 languages, sometimes at the same time, and it's working. We have no model to follow, because usually if everybody has one English service and a Spanish service, but ours is both, and we're making it's flowing, it's not, and we're just kind of experiencing the blessing of the Lord and seeing people get saved and baptized. And recently it's been so wonderful.
Great. So tell me about a sort of typical Sunday. What do you guys do? What's it feel like to be a part of the church?
Well, we try to make a point to have, when people come, we're meeting in a basement of a home in a large room. And we try to make sure when people come they feel welcome, especially from all walks of life in different cultures, as we're multicultural. And I have a time of worship that's very wholehearted. I say wholehearted and participatory. We want everybody feeling like they can freely worship in their own heart language and feel at home. So we work hard at the worship to make sure we're using songs that work in both languages and keeping everybody together. And we'll have different kind of events we've been having to just build the relationships. And meals, of course, important, things like this, and having the teaching of the Word, but trying also to bring it so that they're not hearing it only in one language. They're hearing it, if it's preached in Spanish from a Spanish speaker, then it's getting translated to English and the other way around. So we're hearing from kind of both cultures.
And what sort of place do you meet in? What's it like?
It's a home. We were able to find a property that was very, very good price to rent, and actually it's 2 floors. One floor my family and I live on, and the bottom floor is all for use of the church. And there's one large gathering room, and there's a small room and a room for an office. And now we've got a problem because we've been having around 20 kids, 12 and under, every week, and we meet in the evening on a Sunday. And we don't have room inside for the kids, so they've been still meeting outside. Well, thankfully, the climate here is conducive to that. For a while longer, we don't know what we're going to do in a few months, because the kids, there's a large contingency of young people. So that's a need right now. And also the adolescent group. We had 2 young people helping us when they were home from summer break of university this summer to get something started, and we're just continuing it ourselves until somebody comes who can maybe be more close in age to them, and somebody who can pick up that burden. But
great.
Yeah,
that's great. Thank you very much.
Yep. Well.